See, I've been telling you all this for years. And when I say this to people, they think it's weird. I shared a few videos ago as well that my day is very robotic. I wake up at around 4:30 a.m. and I'm at the gym at 5 a.m. And people act like I'm weird or it's excessive. Like, why you gotta go that early, bro? Like, what are you trying to prove? Like, yo, I don't care at this point after what happened today because it proved my point. And I'm gonna say this unironically. It's the normies. Normies ruin everything. Let me reiterate and explain myself for the 20th time. I go to the gym in the morning that early because people who go to the gym that early have to be somewhere. They have to go to work soon. They're getting their workout before their day starts. It's like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. So nobody is there goofing off. People aren't chatting and blocking machines. Most people aren't on their phones that much. It's paradise. It's peaceful. Everyone is here to work out, which is the point of being at the gym. It's not a social club. So let me tell y'all, this morning, right? I showed up at like 4:45, 4:50 a.m. this morning, right? And I noticed a lot of people were standing outside the front of the gym. So I know why this happened. This happened before. The person who's supposed to open up the gym isn't here. No one has the key. So everyone is just waiting outside, waiting for the gym to open. So I park and wait in front of the gym with everyone else. This is the longest we've ever had to wait, in my opinion, at least in my experience. We were waiting until like 5:30, a near hour, for someone to finally pull up and open the door. In that time period, I see a lot of people who are waiting. A lot of people are leaving. They went home. So when we finally got into the building, it was a smaller group than usual because a lot of people just left. Keep in mind, it's 5:30 at this point. So today was leg and core day. But because we got in late, I skipped a few exercises because I know once doomsday hits, 6 a.m., the normies start coming in very slowly. So boom, I did a few workouts, right? All of a sudden, it's 6 a.m., right? And I said, oh no, it's 6 a.m., y'all. But I went to hop on a few more machines. And at this point, it's like 6:15 or so, right? So look, I'm doing abs, right, on this machine. I don't know what it's called. You twist your hips against the weights, right? Whatever. The machine is on an elevated platform in the gym. So when you're on this elevated flooring or platform, whatever, you kind of oversee the whole gym. You can see what everyone's doing. You can see the whole area, right? So, I get a set in and I see Shorty walking in, who I've seen before. I've seen this girl before. She usually comes around like 5:45, right? Like 6 o'clock or so. And it's usually right before I end up leaving. Right when I'm like exiting, I see her leave. I see her coming, right? And she's thick, like she's curvy thick, and she's really pretty. So I'm trying to get my reps in. I don't pay no mind to her really. I'm just aware that she's here right now. Again, it's about 6:15, 6:30 at this point, right? Between that time period. Now, I'm seeing a bunch of people I've never seen before. This is what I'm talking about, where they slowly start to enter the gym. They all look like gym rats. These weird college kids with broccoli haircuts, tank tops that are too tight on them, and shorts that give them wedgies. I'm also seeing females show up who I've never seen before. Look like they pop cheeks on subscription-based websites. Just Chads and Stacy's. I could tell normie hour is coming in because one dude is wearing like a Jordan headband with a Nike sleeve on. Dude was doing calf raises. What's the point of the arm sleeve? What do you? And the normie shorties, they dress like they want to look pretty or attractive rather than being comfortable. I've seen shorties wear these booty shorts way too tight, or these leggings that seem way too short and tight for them, that they could barely move or be flexible during their workouts. Shorties be wearing gloves and a sundress with heels on. One time, man, I seen a dude start hopping on the treadmill with the full suit jacket on. What are you doing, bro? You trying to do business or you trying to work out? You could do business on the phone without wearing a suit jacket on the treadmill, bro. Like another time, I seen Shorty wearing a Gucci bucket hat and a party dress with cowboy boots on that went up to like her upper thighs. This is what normies do. This is why they go to the gym, to be goofy and then record themselves working out, looking pretty. So I'm feeling uncomfortable because now it's starting to get noisy and loud in here. And from what I'm observing, it's getting sus, right? After I'm just ranting at this point, but I'm telling myself, let me just get my last few sets in, right? Got get the abs workout in, all right? And then I'm going to get out of here, okay? I already skipped out a lot of workouts. I'm just going to get out of here after this. So the shorty, right, who I've seen before, she was trying to reach for one of the grips for this assisted pull-up machine. You know that it's like it helps you do pull-ups, right? And this is very close to me. Like she's a few steps, I'd probably be like right next to her pretty much, right? So she's very close to me. She's trying to reach for for the grips, right? And I see she's struggling. Not gonna lie, I don't care. I'm like observing her struggle to reach for it. I just don't care. I want to leave. You on your own, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do anyway? Grab your hips and lift you up? Listen, hey, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? One normie Chad, who I've never seen before, because it's normie hour, comes over and tries to help her. And when he does, guess what he does? He grabs her by her hips and then lifts her up. And from listening to them, because they're very close to me, they don't even know each other. So he just decided to pull up on her and just grab her and just decided to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't even ask if she needed help. He just decided to do it, right? So after doing that, he stands by her for a moment to watch her do a few of the assisted pull-ups. I guess he's just monitoring her, trying to be like a coach, right? He doesn't even say anything. He's just watching her. Then he walks away, right? Now, my back was turned to everyone else at this point because I saw what happened. I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'm just going to do my next set. This is my last set too. I'm just going to get out of here. All of a sudden, after I'm done, I see the same Chad in the face of another dude. And I'm assuming based on the body language, like they're talking face to face, like they're really close. Like I could tell it's like it's like a WWE promo, bro. Like, and based on their body language and what they're pointing out to each other while they're talking, I guess someone took the dumbbells he left on the bench. Now remember, he left the dumbbells to help this. I would say his shorty. See, I'm acting like that's his shorty. You don't even know her, bro. He left the dumbbells on the bench to help this shorty who was trying to do pull-ups. And then I guess another normie took his dumbbells and started working out with them. So they started to argue about the dumbbells and it's starting to get loud. So that's why I knew, okay, so they're really arguing about the weights right now. Dude is asking for them back. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, and maybe this is only my gym. I feel like this is not the case. At every rack where dumbbells in the gym, right? There's usually two of each weight, right? Am I tweaking? So there's more than one of the 60-pound dumbbells, bro. Just grab another. But obviously, normies don't understand what it means to be non-confrontational and non-irritating. So instead, he is choosing to argue and get in the face of another guy. He feels like his pride has been violated because someone took his dumbbell. So the guy who took his dumbbell, right, after some arguing, he drops it loudly on the floor, which is not allowed. You're not supposed to slam your weights, right? You're not supposed to drop your weights. So the whole gym hears it, a loud boom. Then everyone starts looking in that direction because it's so loud. And I see the manager start walking towards the dumbbells because, hey, someone just dropped the weight. He's not supposed to. And the guy who dropped the dumbbell next to the rack, he went to the rack, grabbed another dumbbell, which was like 15 or 20 pounds, and started swinging it at the guy. And I'm like, whoa. And people trying to immediately stop it. And the manager's like, hey. And the normie who started this problem because his dumbbell got stolen, he was scared to get another one or didn't want to because his pride, right, was smiling the whole time. He thinks this whole thing is funny. He's just smiling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro. And then the manager grabbed the guy who swung the dumbbell, right? He grabbed his duffel bag or whatever, which, man, I feel like I'm going on tangents at this point. It's just like, it's another normie behavior nonsense. People just be bringing a whole Nike bag of equipment to the gym just to never open the bag. But you got to look like an athlete, bro. Okay. So the manager threw the duffel bag towards the entrance of the gym and said, get out of here. And the guy who swung the dumbbell got kicked out, right? And I said to myself, bro, oh my God, I got to get out of here, man. I'm finishing up my last thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like one guy had the guy who helped the girl who got swung at by the dumbbell, guess what he looked like? Broccoli haircut, wedgie shorts. And the other dude who swung the dumbbell, he looked crazy too. The other dude had his hair in a ponytail. He was wearing compression shorts, an NBA jersey, and thigh high neon socks, okay, with a pair of Kobe's on. Can't forget how he had a necklace that was very long and he was wearing rings on his finger. Overdressed, of course. Like this is like, goofiness, bro. Like, but see, this is why I go early. Always stuff like this happening. Not necessarily fighting all the time, but like people at the gym during the daytime or like night, like it's just egos. People flirting with each other, people simping, people caring more about fashion and recording themselves, people hogging the machines, people leaving sweat everywhere. It's a dumbbell, bro. Maybe some of y'all didn't hear this part. It was one dumbbell. Keep this in mind. One dumbbell. It wasn't like you were using two of them of the same weight. You could have just grabbed another of the same weight. And sure, the guy who swung the dumbbell, who got mad, who took the dumbbell, he could have just grabbed one from the rack as well. But y'all gonna fight over this? Really? Insane. This episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. I'm out.